But I'll come back to the point that I was raising. Let's talk about one of the charges that your party, your leader, you yourself are very vociferous on, and that is vote chori, where you say that you did all you did for Bihar, but ultimately that election was stolen from you. That is what your official line is. The Haryana election was stolen from you. The Maharashtra election was stolen from you. There's something sinister going on where the election process is concerned, is your charge. How do you justify it then? Because at one end, you come from the, the state that you say that the Bihar election was stolen, yet you celebrate a Jubilee Hill win in Hyderabad.
Yeah, that was a bit excess.
You shouldn't have done that.
No, we celebrate a victory anyway. But that it's a by-election, and we would be worried if we didn't win a by-election being in power. But
Renuka Chowdhury ji, the point is not that. The point is you can't celebrate one win, and then if you lose the other election,
no, I'll tell
then you say that it's a rigged election. Allow me to complete the question. Either you take an ideological stand, which has happened before in other countries, and say we just don't believe in the election system. You go and boycott an election. You don't do that. You then choose to celebrate one, and then you say this one we lost, ye to rigged hai. It doesn't work. Two things can't happen together.
I'll tell you one thing. While the whole media is so focused and the opposition, the ruling party is so focused on deriding and decrying Rahul Gandhi, you've all missed the woods for the trees. Because if you go to see the sequence of events that this government, they're very clever. They're very clever. We have to give it to them. I concede to that. That they're so intelligent. If you see the sequence of events, what was the step one that they took many years ago? The appointment of election commissioners. Okay, just see how nicely they've laid the graveyard of elections. So what happens in the appointment of election commissioners? That is absolutely politicized. And then you go and you gain majority control over all the appointments. Who do you put in? You remove the CJI. As per the norm and the rule and the practice, you had the Chief Justice of India involved in the electoral process of choosing the election commissioners. He's arbitrarily removed. And who comes in place? Bureaucracy. Do we expect bureaucracy to stand up to a ruling government and say no? No. Very clever. So the firstborn is moved. Then what do? They give legal immunity. They give legal immunity to the election commission. So a citizen or a political party cannot move a court, or because they're an autonomous body and the law has been changed. So you have no choice but to sit there and talk about it and do nothing else, because there is no other provision for you to do that. Then what do? Which is given for this official action, the CC footage. Suddenly, the pride and respect for women is so much that we can't show a CC footage of women standing in a political line to vote, for God's sake.
No, I understand.
Not some changing room.
You've laid out, nobody, I agree that all of this needs to be investigated.
No. I'm saying these are all the structures in place. Then you do mandatory deletion of the CCTV footage. So this evidence, which is evidence for you, has vanished. That has disappeared. Then vote chori starts in Haryana, starts Maharashtra, starts somewhere else. And large sections of votes are removed arbitrarily. The citizen has no right to go anywhere. There is a time lag within which you
Ms.
have
Chowdhury,
to...
I hear you. This is a matter of investigation.
At the end of this,
right,
Bihar election came on the heels.
and
we knew that we are not able to move court. We have no legal recourse.
Renuka Chowdhury ji, I hear you on this. This needs to be investigated. As a journalist, I do think this needs a court-monitored probe. But having said that, there's a political argument to it. When did the EVMs come in? You know very well. They came in the times of Rajiv Gandhi. That is when the EVMs came in. So, now to reject something that you brought on, it's a political argument. The other political arguments is it's not the first time. You've had appointed ECs who you have given tickets to fight elections during the Congress.
Did we remove the ECs?
I'm giving multiple. There's a political argument. But let me turn around and ask you the question that I asked you. You do not believe in this electoral process. then why is it that the Congress refuses to take a hard stand? Now, there's a dichotomy there and say that, okay, we don't believe in this process, we're not participating in it.
Because the Bihar election came so fast on the heels of setting up all this that the government did, delineating the vote bank of the workers.
Are you not fighting Assam? You will fight Assam. You will fight Bengal.
That we will fight Bengal, we will fight Assam, we'll see.
And then when it
We'll
turns
see.
around, you'll turn around and say, if it does, that this is also...
Yes, I believe that Mamata Banerjee is going to give them a good round fight. Okay?
So that election's not going to be... So that election won't be rigged.
I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what they do.
Do you understand?
I understand your point of view, but I want you to understand something. Yeah. In the army, we have a saying, never underestimate the enemy. So we are going with all our guns prepared. We don't know about the Assam election or the West Bengal election. I'm not going to preempt anything by saying anything now what we are going to do. Okay. We will do what we will do at the right time.
Okay.
But having said that, it is our collective responsibility, both yours and mine, to establish how insidiously the instruments of democracy are being removed. Suddenly you're shy to give footage. Then you delete footage. That is allowed.
No, like I said, I hear you on a lot of points.
How does the court even accept this?
But the point is that the Congress party takes this high moral ground.
No, it's not moral, it's legal ground.
The party does take a high moral ground, refuses to reflect on its own. You've been missing in a lot of elections. You don't have your, your alliances right. You don't have your ticket distribution right, which happened in Bihar as well. But I'm just, I understand. It's
no,
like
we have stumbled. I'm not saying no.
And then either you decide you don't believe in an electoral system, but if you believe, then
no, we have to fight for it.
Then you have to fight for it.
We don't give up and vacate the compound and push away. I don't think we should do that.
So you'll continue to fight elections.
We will continue to fight.
Okay.
On different platforms and different levels.
But whether you will fight an election, the coming one, is still up for discussion.
No, that is something that we will collectively take. It's not some individual who takes a point of view, unlike the BJP. So, here we have a little more democracy where we talk and we disagree.
Some would say your party has too much democracy.
Perhaps quite possible, because you know what happens over a period of time. We are the longest, oldest party that's been there. And sometimes we take things for granted, or sometimes we don't respond in time. And we have stumbled, we have slipped on certain fronts. But then there is also a grassroots revival and setting things in place. And it will take that inertia will take some momentum before.
I'm going to touch on that, and I'm going to invite you for a longer discussion on my podcast. But this is a smaller, shorter interview, so I'm running out of time. But I'm going to ask you 3 questions. You talk about that there is a system in place to revive the Congress. There is also, I was interviewing Digvijayji the last time, and he says, there is also time now for the old guard to let go. And you're the old guard.
Old in what sense?
The old guard.
I don't know what old guard
I'm not going to try and make an ageist joke.
I think it's very wrong to label people with age or something.
I don't want to sound ageist, but there is a constant friction within the Congress between the old and the new. That the old needs to give way to the new.
That's true of any change. Change is eternal and perpetual. It will happen.
So is the old guard now sticking on and refusing to let go of what the old systems and workings of the Congress
How much of the old guard is left behind? Tell me.
No, I'm asking.
There's a very minimal lot who are left behind. Okay. And I don't think we should sneer or jeer at them, because...
No, I'm not. You are part of the old guard.
Yeah, I don't think I'm old or young or new or anything like that. I think I'm a Congress worker, and that's eternal. And I will work for the party, and I think we should be able to bridge that with a younger enthusiasm. But I was a young worker at one time. With all our fervor and zeal, and sometimes we
which
don't
you still have.
Touch wood. But we do. But we now we are well rounded. All our sharp edges have gone, and so we are well rounded now. And so we know a little more calculation, a little more weighing pros and cons, and how to negotiate. So it works. It works. I have young workers who've been with me for the past 25 years. I'm proud to tell you that I have never paid them a single pie.
And they're doing it of their own volition.
They will. And they, at the grassroots level, they are valiant warriors. When I first met them, I told them, I said,
it's going to take a while before, at least...
Yeah, that momentum catches up, and I'm delighted
that
to
the
tell
old
you.
guard steps down.
So
It's going to be a while.
You'll see what's happening inside the BJP. That's going to. There are many implosions which they suppress and
That's
they
the
don't
problem.
tell.
The point is with the Congress will keep enjoying in,
No, we are not. We are not.
We'll relish what's going on in the BJP while their own house is on fire.
No. We are not fiddling in Rome. We are watching and we are taking
this
charge.
conversation has gone on for half an hour. We must do it a longer format. But let me ask you, you talk about too much democracy. I spoke about it and you agreed that possibly. Is Shashi Tharoor a product of too much democracy?
That's a question you need to ask him. He's very articulate and he has many tongue-twisting words which can describe the situation that he's in.
How would you describe?
Shashi Tharoor benefited vastly from associating with the Congress party. And he has his own fan following, no one's denying that. I don't know how good his political acumen is. And there's always a price to pay. There are no free lunches.
What free lunch is he looking at?
I'm just saying it's a statement of facts that nothing comes free. So this kind of what he's doing while pretending that it's all very altruistic and very deshbhakt and all that hasn't gone down well. It's actually hurt his image, I feel.
With whom? With the people?
With the people.
Congress for sure.
And Congress, okay, we are used to this. If you look at...
That's the problem. You should have
sit
suspended
in
him by
Parliament
now.
and you look half of
But
the
you
BJP.
should have suspended him by now then.
It's not always a black and white situation.
Okay.
All right? And we will bide our time and it will, whatever has to happen
Till
will
the
happen.
time he decides to do what he does.
Well, why isn't he doing it then?
Okay.
There's also a question. Why isn't he doing it then if he thinks that whatever he aspires for, he has a fair this thing in saying, I want this, I want that. He expects certain recognition and all.
Where Kerala is concerned,
sorry?
Where Kerala is concerned.
Not just Kerala, he also contested for Congress party president and no one denied him that right. We said, go ahead and fight. He lost. He lost in the UN as well, if you remember. He won in Kerala because the Kerala Congress workers so committed and devoted, and we have wonderful grand men on the ground there like Ramesh
There's an election
Channitala.
coming up there as well.
No, we have Ramesh Channitala and we have other
Clearly you
great
picked
guns.
a side. Okay.
No, I have no sides in Kerala. What am I doing in Kerala? But known faces,
Okay.
you know, people who know. You say the name and there are 10 people who say yes.
So it's
who
a
know
native
him.
watch
So
for Mr.
it's
Khan.
what, and you have Mr. K.C. Venugopal who's running the whole country. As
Country?
GSO, in terms of Congress, countrywide.
Okay. And there's a fair amount of criticism for him as well.
Yeah,
We had
of
Captain
course.
Amrinder Singh, who I interviewed last week, and who didn't have very good things to say about Mr. K.C. Venugopal.
There'll always be someone, do people say nice things about me? No, they don't.
Okay.
But does it alter me or does it change me or my belief systems or my capacity to do something?
Okay.
I work also. I work as efficiently as I hit back. So it's okay. It's part of the game. It goes with the turf.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Chowdhury, for taking the time out, and I hope to get you back on a longer and easier conversation in my podcast.
Unless
but thank you.
by that time the government goes to dogs, so you have to look out and be careful.
I'm not saying anything.
You
but
can't.
thank you.
I can.
Yeah, you can. But thank you. Thank you for taking the time out. I appreciate it. Thanks.